Mafi bona toge Biafra rokobore amako kari amano uramo. Mafi bona toge Biafra rokobore kari amano uramo. Mafi bona toge Biafra rokobore amako kari amano urugo. Mafi bona toge Biafra rokobore kare mano imana deka dinta jarabia gane buge baya we mana deka dinta jarabia gane buge baya ogano chure aso coach betena bagati tin no Ogago chere asa coach, but no baget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala, Makine, Sirika, Kiweri, Sigiru, Basabo. As your Emma. Esene madam maki werendo ge biego Yemana bunka ge maki we esende lu enye dia oni ne kero sabo Ndu he we mborabo on weekend to hosa Ndu he we mborabo on weekend to hosa
Lala Go Ibo, you're welcome, mommy. Ruby Chima, you're welcome. Alex Upe, I greet you. Biafra Justice, you're welcome. Thank you for the love. Igbo Cristiano, thank you. William Elui, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Igbo Cristiano. Tonight's program is very, very important, and is a program you need to put in the archives of history tonight. My name is Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. By the grace of Chukwuka Kabema Primihenile, Deputy Minister of Communications, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And by his grace, I also double as the self-acclaimed armor bearer of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic. I am going to be speaking in my own authority tonight. And so you need to listen, very, very important. And I will play the music, but let me establish that the title today is Biafra Declaration 2024. The much expected, it happened. Now the credit and glory goes to who? Who does it go to? Who takes the credit? Who takes the glory? And to whom should we dedicate this dedication or this declaration? To whom should we dedicate it? Very, very important. You need to get in here. I don't want to be the one that will speak alone. That is why tonight it is going to be an open mic. An open mic. So everyone will be invited to the party tonight, and it will be registered in the annals of history. Let me know whether Biafrans are actually reasoning. Let me know whether Biafrans are thinking. Let me know whether Biafra means anything to you. Let me know whether you actually value some people in Biafra history. Let me understand what you think. That is why you need to hit the like button, share this program, and let it go viral. I am Vam Vam Vam.
Afibona choge Biafra, Rokobore, Makokari, Mano, Wulugo. One name Bianara Biafra, do Bianara, here with the brother. Senator Bianara Biafra, Governor Bianara Biafra, Absubsidiary Bianara. Abataya, here with the brother. Oh, Anile, Yala, Omo Biafra, can you get it to cook it? Asemo Anile, Yala, Omo Biafra, can you get it to cook it? On your foreign Odibo, where's the Mazim Namodical, Dick. Obiago we tobugi bonabo Polugo no bonye chuku dijelalo Polugo.
Yes, thank you for joining me. Yes, let me appreciate those that are here. Biafra Justice, you're welcome. Alex Uche, you're welcome, and we do not take it for granted. Thank you. It's good to know that your hope is intact. It's good. Thank you. Thank you, Emmanuel Wale. Emmanuel Wale, thank you so much. Keria Iwanyam, thank you. Eto Imo Comedy. What did you write? My mom. I love you, my brother. Estambanefo, thank you. Okay, let me hear what Mommy said. Mommy said, 2024. Mommy, edit it and write well. So we should dedicate the 2024 generation to pass this time of Ekpa, the man that God gave the mandate to the Biafrans home. Thank you, Mommy, thank you. It's okay. I didn't get notification. We're expecting you to come online. Wow. Anyway, as I is, don't send notification anymore, but we move. Thank you, AFG Global. Thank you. You are blessed too. Thank you, Uche Ifebi. Thank you. Wilson on stage. Thank you. Biafra Mass Exodus 2025. Biale, oh yeah. Oh, is that my Frankie? Butuza. Thank you. You Frankie Demo, I greet you. Love you to the bones. Please bless. Thank you. Ambassador of Peace. Paul Amarachi. James Dyke. Justice for Simon. Thank you for joining me. Dala is here. You Frankie. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's a scripture I need to study before I go forward. Let me look for that scripture. Very, very important. All right. Thank you. There's a scripture I need right now. I hope I find it. You don't think I never open Bible. You don't think. But I hope I'll find it. I used to be a Bible student. Yeah, let me see. It could be James chapter 2, maybe verse 19. Let me see. Wow. Ide my head, ide body. Yes. James chapter 2, verse 19. Wow. I need this scripture for this sermon tonight. Very, very important. Let me try and put it on the comment section. James chapter 2, verse 19. The declaration of Biafra. I'm going to teach you guys a lot tonight. So join me tonight, especially those of you that believe in spiritual things, those of you that understand the things of the spirit. You need to join me tonight. Yes, we are going to begin from the scriptures tonight. But before then, I think we should play this song that I have dedicated to my Prime Minister. I especially did this song for Prime Minister. Yes. But what the impostors did made it look like we did not enjoy it so much, and many people did not appreciate it so much. You know, a lot of work went into this song. Believe me, a lot of work went into it. So that is why you need to appreciate and value this song. I'm the one that plays it, I believe. I don't know if other media people has it. We played it in the convention. The planning committee paid for this song to be done. The Finland Planning Committee, it was a special dedication for the convention. It would have been a special gift for the Prime Minister. We know the Prime Minister loved this song very, very well. We had to do it, the Biafra version. When it comes out, he's going to appreciate it, I believe so. So let's go. A special number for the Prime Minister, Odogu, Mazi Simon Eba.
Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. We they never want them, so we
Thank you, Uche Ifebi, thank you.
So it is we,
my beloved you, Frankie. Thank you.
Chukwu kikele, anyị na-akpọ gị. The time is now. We want to go home. Remember your promise.
Onuzo mehe, onuzo ke Biafra mehe, onuzo mehe, onuzo ke Biafra mehe. Thank you. Ayele Gutierrez. Rakapatapa. Hey.
We shall rise
and defend our land. Hey.
The land of rising sun is our hope.
Can you see the goosebumps? The land of the rising sun is our home. Hallelujah. Onuzo mehe, onuzo ke Biafra mehe, onuzo mehe, onuzo mehe, onuzo ke Biafra mehe, onuzo mehe. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please hit the like button, hit the share button. Everyone here tonight. It is going to be an open mic. The link is already pinned on the YouTube channels. Yeah. So you can hit it and join at any point you want to. But let me try and establish this particular topic. Biafra Declaration 2024. Biafra Declaration 2024. The credit and the glory goes to who? To who does the credit and the glory go to? To whom should we dedicate this particular declaration? Who should we dedicate it to? Do you want to dedicate it to Vam Vam Vam? Do you want to dedicate it to Ngozi Arabueze? Do you want to dedicate it to Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister? Do you want to dedicate it to Mazi Nnamdi Okukan? Do you want to dedicate it to D. Modumego Ojukwu, the menu? Do you want to dedicate it to Mazi Philip Effiong? Do you want to dedicate it to Ikonsa? Do you want to dedicate it to who? To who? To who should you dedicate it to? This declaration. Because today, many people want to water down the restoration of Biafra. They want to make it their personal monopoly. They want to monopolize it. And why it gets on my nerves is that recently, those that are attempting to monopolize this declaration are ungodly infidels, reprobates, unbelievers, satanic influence. People that at the declaration of Biafra or the full total restoration, their feet should not even step into Biafra soil based on what they have done. They shouldn't near Biafra. I'm telling you. Ozemena is what our people were crying after the war. It shouldn't happen again. The way our people were humiliated, destroyed, massacred, and the pogrom, a lot happened just because we wanted to be on our own, because the people we were living together did not want us. And then they chose for us to make, agree, and we went to Aburi. The decision that was taken Even though it was not our initiative, we said, okay, no problem. We agree. Let's go home and have it that way so that you will not kill us anymore. On their way coming, they renegade on their decision, and up till today, they continue to massacre our people. Making it clear that our redemption must be permanently ours without any confusion or any mixture. That is why since that day to today, we were fighting for it until now that we have arrived at the shores where we now have the finisher that have got to finish the job. And he set everything on motion for the very first time in the history of Biafrans and even in the history of the whole world. We successfully and painstakingly conducted a self-referendum, and it was free and fair, very successful. Over 50 million Biafrans decided that enough is enough, we must go home. And while all this procedure were going on, the zoo never gave up. They conspired and started doing all manner of things, even though they went outside of the borders and kidnapped our leader, the one who gave us the power to move. They kidnapped him. And up to today, as me and you are talking, he's still in their dungeon. He's still in their dungeon. Ordinarily, you will say, when we declare this Biafra, in fact, we should give him the credit, or we should give him the dedication, because he did a lot. He even lost his parents. He did not attend their burial. He lost his men. He lost Jack, his dog, his lovely, unique dog. And he also lost his freedom of having a free movement as a normal human being in this world. But do you see him as one who would readily, take glory for the restoration of Biafra? No. He would not want to. Because he told us that the suffering or the death of those, the blood of those that died, what more to him than that of those that are alive? I don't know if I can get that video. If I can get it, I think I might play it, but I don't know. He said the sacrifice that those that died paid is more valuable to him. So for him, he would not even want to take any credit. We know him. We know how simple he is. Let me look for that video. It will be very nice if I have it and if I can play it. Where is that thing? Let me see. It will be very nice if I have it and if I can play it, because I believe it will be in my phone here. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who we would readily want to give, this dedication and say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you deserve it. We dedicate it to you. He wouldn't take it. No, he wouldn't. He will tell you, you want to give me the credit. How about Ikonso? He will ask you, how about Ikonso? How about all these, all the 3 million Biafrans that lost their lives? He will ask you, how about the 14, youths in Olo that were just returning from burial because they were Biafrans? They were murdered in cold blood. How about they? He will tell you, I will not. I will not. He will tell you, I will not. I think I've seen the video. Let me play it. Very, very important, so that you understand that if I bro, obure full mass, but obure full mass, I'm telling you, obure full mass. So let me play it as I begin to, lay my foundation tonight. Okay, I bring it to the screen. I have to bring it to the screen. Listen to him, so that I will not just paraphrase. I want him to say it the way he said it. So listen to Onyendu himself.
Because what I am saying on Abumanyamini, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak, I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed.
Very, very.
Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwa Biama in heaven mandated that we should come.
Yes.
If not, that I was called to do this very work, I will not speak to any of you anymore.
Aye.
But Chukwa Biama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwa Biama Biko. Since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men.
I need men.
I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwa Biama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. Beyond what any human being can endure.
Hey.
We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process. Because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families, and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men. Until we redeem our honor. Until we look at integrity and say, we must have a part of it. Until then,
until we redeem our honor. And to make sure this honor is redeemed, remember when he connected and collided with our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, then, who is now today the Obatobie, who is now today the Prime Minister, he told him, I know you have been with all these people, I know, but what happens now is that I have something with me I am bringing to the table. He said, I'm looking for 100 men. Then Obatobie told him, out of that 100, consider that you have already found 50. Did he live up to it? Yes, he overlived up to it. And that is what we put him tonight into the consideration of the dedication. So for those that will be coming and say, I declare Biafra, wait, oh, before you carry the glory of Biafra and give to mortals that do not deserve it. There are mortals that are already immortal in their mortality. They are already living the immortal life in their mortality. Eh? Masi Nnamdi Okukano, Masi Simon Ekpa. In their mortal life, we see immortality. The power of immortality is already being exercised or being, displayed from their own life. We see glory, we see power, we see from the beginning to the end of Biafra around them. The glory of heaven overshadows them. That is why they deserve most of the accolades we give to them. Yes. And sometimes people say, are you worshiping them? How can you say Nnamdi Kanu your savior? How can you say Simon Ekpa your savior? We tell them, you don't understand. I wish you do. Listen to Hamadike himself again as he rounds up.
This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight, It's the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march.
100.
100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to.
Hey!
I'm tired of broadcasting.
Tired of
I want
broadcasting.
to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country.
Listen up.
I want to avenge the death of 6 million people.
I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. You see where he's going to. It is not about him. He's not here to make noise. That is why he had the audacity and boldness to tell you, if at any point you see me misbehaving and doing anyhow, one day, take me out of the way, because for me, you cannot compare me to the 6 million people that have lost their lives in the process for this freedom, in the process for this declaration. You can't compare me. And now one Obanshi, one Nigeria agent, one idiotic element, one unbelievable Jezebel will come and want to take glory of what she doesn't know about, what she did not even partake in, what she wants to destroy. You want to take glory. And some of you stupid elements will just be masquerading yourselves up and down. Listen to Hamadike. Listen to Hamadike and learn.
I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth.
Hey!
I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living.
My obligation to the dead, this is what I'm looking for. My obligation to the dead outweighs that which I owe to the living. Some of these Obanshi, they don't even have any obligation to you. They don't even consider you. Talk less of having obligation to the dead. You see the way they talk to you? You must bow. You are useless. You must bow. I cast you out. Memo, you are banned. I sack you. They don't even respect you. They have no obligation to you. They don't respect anything about you. Talk less of having obligation to the dead. Do they care about the dead? If this idiot, shameless woman, if she cares about the dead, would she be calling Biafrans, young Biafrans, to come and register openly in Biafra army to put their lives in danger? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who understands what happens, recruited thousands upon thousands of men, ESN, we saw them, we saw the video. You can see the beginning of the men, you cannot see the end where they were sitting in the videos we saw in the days of ESN. You will see them from here. You will see where they end. Vast majority of human beings, an ocean of humanity. And he told us that those ones was one camp. There's another camp. There's another camp. In the days our prime minister dedicated and declared BLA, the day he launched BLA, did you see the men? As many as they were, could you count it? Did you know how he brought them together? No. Because they know, they already, because of the obligation they have for the dead, they don't want more lives to just waste like that for no reason. But this one, who has never made any sacrifice, the only sacrifice that Ngozi have made is to collect money from zoo and use it to come into Biafra struggle, thinking that she can buy it over. But right now, as I speak to you, she have hit Olumo Rock. Last bus stop. She cannot go forward. She cannot go backward. Engineer could go. I make you go sure. Na ye engine. Anya could go engine. My obligation to the dead outweighs that which I owe to the living. I will repeat it again so that you understand. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ended up with us in Helsinki or in Lati, as Biafra will be declared, he will dedicate it to the souls of the fallen heroes. He will not take any of the glory. Prime Minister already told us, remember that he said that he wants to make history. to make sure that the history is made, that thing that people were looking as if it was impossible, that the death of Biafrans will never be in vain. That history, he was ready to make it. So that is why, even if you give him all these things, all the names we give him, I have the book here. Have you ever seen him, coming out to declare, this is my title, and he make his head big? Lie. Because his obligation to the dead outweighs that which he owed to the living. You know how many Biafrans are being persecuted, are being murdered on daily basis? And all you are busy doing on social media is, hey, Ngozi declared Biafra. It's Ngozi that declared Biafra. The reason why we are pointing out to you that in fact, Chukwu Kikabiama, who knows that she is high-minded, that she cannot humble herself before Chukwu Kikabiama, made sure that she was not the one that declared it. So that the most humble among us, some of you did not even know who Bryson Okeoma was. Do you know him? Did you know him? You didn't know him. But he declared Biafra. So that you will not come and say, hey, it is this one that declared Biafra. Oh, we praise him, we praise him. Lie. He doesn't need your praise. These are men that their obligation to the dead outweighs that which you have to the living. Madam, you must bow has no obligation to you. Talk less of to the dead. There's no obligation. She doesn't care if anyone die or alive. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and learn. And then it's not as if you dedicate it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he deserves it. If you dedicate the Biafra declaration to our prime minister, he deserves it 10 times over. But for me, there are people that I believe deserve the Biafra. Some of them, as they were being murdered and they were dying, they were stretching their hands to their living comrades. Please, while we are dying, please help us to make sure that Biafra is restored, because this is the reason why we died. The United States water landing, I don't remember the place where they landed inside the water, because of their future, because they want to establish a fact and a point that, look, we do not bow to the enemies. They gave their lives. Instead of going to bow to the enemies, they gave their lives. But today, a woman is coming to tell you that you must bow. You must bow. In the name of declaration of Biafra, they are telling Biafrans to bow, when Umu Chineke do not bow to any man. We only bow to Chukwu Kikabiama. You are completely disqualified. In fact, Ngozi Orabueze is an insult to the Biafra declaration. A big insult. In fact, associating her with Biafra declaration is a disgrace and a shame. Do not try it. If you have not yet unsubscribed from my channel, do that now and watch how your end will be, because you hate the truth. I need more of you that do not have ears to receive the truth. I need more of you to disappear from my space. Many more of you. I want you to go in a mass exodus. For those that need freedom, those that understand that our obligation to the dead outweighs that which we owe to the living, you will always remain, because you know that this is the gospel of redemption. You are still alive. You never even carried machine gun before. You have never stood barefooted before the burning bush. You have never confronted the armies of the enemy. Then you will see someone like Holy Ghost, Commander Holy Ghost. You open your God-forsaken gutter and insult him. You see someone like Commander Butozo, the commander of all commanders. You open your mouth and insult him. You see someone like Commander Gentle. You open your gutter and you say detestable things about him. People that stand barefooted, waging war against enemies. People that do not sleep. People that have friends. Their friends are scorpions and snakes, mosquitoes, and what have you. Those are their friends and their neighbors from year to year. But you will move in an AC car. You sleep in an AC room. You eat hamburger. You go to Burger King. You go to Mr. Biggs. You go to McDonald's. These ones, they don't, whether there is anything like McDonald's, Commander Holy Ghost does not know. Whether there is anything like Burger King, General Butuso does not know. He is standing barefooted in the jungles of Biafra, defending your land, and you are making noise and insulting him and calling him names because he gave you instruction and told you, do this for the good of Biafra. That is why, because you refuse to do the needful, forever and ever and generations to come, when Biafra declaration is mentioned, your name will be like a disgrace to it. When they remember Ngozi Orabueze, they will speak and say, whoever associated this woman with Biafra, whoever brought these people, when they remember the set of you that wage war with us in this social media space, they will ask us, these people, did you people say they were Biafrans? Because this is eventually what we got to hear about them, what they did. We learned that they did this, they said this, they said that. We learned that this woman said this and said this and said that, and had no respect for our men on ground. Whoever counted them amongst this declaration, whoever put their name in the record of Biafra, please delete it and make sure it never shows up again. Remove it from the archive. They must never be remembered. They will only be remembered like Ahithophel and like Absalom. They will only be remembered like Judas Iscariot. That's how you will remember them. How can you put the names of such people in the book where you put the holy name of your consort? Then you will go and put Ngozi Orabueze there. You put Adandin Odiocho in the holy book where you have the holy grail. You consort. You go and put Adandin Odiocho name. You put it there. You will put Remy juice. All these evil juices. You put their name in the holy book of life that contains the names of Philip Effiong, Dimo Dimego Juku. You put their name there. 28 men that were gone down in Mazin Nnamdi compound. You want to put the name of Adado to there? Because of that, you want to write their name in that book? The holy book of Biafra, the book of heaven. It's here for Fadia. It will be called abomination. Some of them, they were just waving flags. They were in the field, they went to pray. The zoo army came there, murdered all of them in cold blood. You want to add the names of these infidels in that book? Think again. My obligation to the dead outweighs that which I have for the living. I don't even deserve to be in that book. Don't add my name there. What I'm doing now, I don't consider it nothing. I am not up to this. In the life of General Butuso. If General Holy Ghost is talking, I should put my head down and listen. If General Gentle is talking, I should not even cough. Yes, my general. You deserve the God status in Biafra. Because you took bullets for Biafra. You fought a holy war for Biafra to restore us to our glorious land. That the zoo armies are afraid of us today. That they cannot penetrate Okigwe is because of you. That the zoo army, they have seen that Olu is a no-go area. They cannot penetrate the holy sanctuary of our men. It is because of General Butuso and General Holy Ghost. And you want to put the names of infidels there? Not even Van 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 deserve to make the list in that book. Except the gods will say that maybe you should be at the tail end of it. And then some infidels that have looked for how to jeopardize what we are doing. Some of you are giving them accolades, giving them glory. You are attracting a curse to yourself. Even Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have not taken that glory. Listen to him so that you understand what I mean. Before you quote me out of context, I'll repeat what he said here. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully.
To defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march.
We march.
The rest can come later on. I know not to give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much.
Hey, 100 of them and we march. Did you see his obligation? Where his life has been tied to. The thing he's fighting for. Even right there for 4 good years now, he has been in the dungeon. And they asked him, he said, I've been here for 3 years. Another one will not kill me. I am here because of Biafrans, and I will see the end of it all. 3 years. He told them, another one will not kill me. Yeah? 3 years. He said, another one will not kill me. But a God-forsaken, unbelievable daughter of Jezebel told you that we wanted to use him to restore Biafra. So Nnamdi Kanu does not qualify to restore Biafra. It is you that is full of the zoo dirty money, zoo political criminal money that you have rubbed your hands on. You don't even supposed to mention Biafra in your mouth, because Biafra in your mouth is a curse. You don't deserve to mention Biafra. For you to ever think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whose obligation to the dead or his obligation to the dead outweighs that which you have to the living, you cannot even sacrifice one day. Let them take you and put you in the jungles of Biafra for 1 day. Will you survive it? Can you sacrifice it? Eh? Then Butus of Wagi Higeme, in his baka. And now fight hard. Can you stop our prime minister from coming out? Eh? They don't love Abatobie. They don't love Abatobie. You love him. And you want to take glory and credit to what you don't even deserve. You shouldn't even be brought close to it. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means to restore Biafra? You guys saying you restore Biafra. You think that Biafra is a country of men? It's a spiritual country, a heavenly country. A heavenly country. Eh? It is not by saying in the mouth that somebody declared Biafra. Because there are people that say they know God. Knowing God is not by mouth. Or knowing Christ is not by mouth. I told you I will read the scripture. Now let me read that scripture to you. Where is that scripture? Let me bring it. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll bring that scripture now, very quickly. Those of you that know Bible. Okay. Oh. Okay. I have to copy it. And then. All right. Paste. All right. Here it is. James chapter 2, verse 19. James chapter 2, verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and they tremble. Eh? Are you seeing that? You believe that there is God. It is not enough to believe. Even the devil believe. Because he declare Biafra. Anybody can say they declare Biafra. Somebody can pronounce and say they declare. But if you are not holy enough to make it happen, no, you cannot be a part of it. That is why, because Chukwuka Biama knows very well that, look, as holy as Biafra is, she cannot be the one to bring that joy to the people of heaven. That is why Mazi Bryson Okeoma is the first person that declared it. And Biafrans were hailing and yelling, USB, USB. And then after, do you know what she did? Just like the devil also believed that there is God. The devil also believed. So what is the difference now? What is the difference between Bryson Okeoma and Ngozi Orabueze? The difference is that there are those that believe in God with mouth, but God doesn't know them. But there are those that believe in God with their heart. God knows them and they know God. It's the difference. So it is not enough for you to claim, I am a Biafran, I am a Biafran, I believe in Biafra. No. But if your heart is not connected to Biafra, you are just a Biafran by your lips. Just like the devil also believed that there is God on his lips, but he can never enter the kingdom of God. The same thing. It's not by accident that it happened that way. It is God's original plan. So that to make sure that the restoration and the declaration must come from a holy tongue, from a sanctified lips, from a dedicated soul that belongs to Biafra, not from a zoo agent. So the zoo agent can announce it later. You can announce it later. But the proper thing, the proper thing, those that have the interest of Mazi Simon Ekpa at heart, those that have the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at heart, those that have the interest of Biafrans at heart, those whose obligation to the dead outweighs that which they have to the living, they must be the ones to pronounce it. And anything you say after that, Najara. Anything you say to add to whatever they said holds no water, because it don't already happen. It don't shell it. The whole of Biafra was already roaring, both from Biafra land and in Lati. Everywhere was shaking. Celebration was everywhere because it has been declared. Am I communicating somebody? When they tell you, ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ, ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ, ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ, ihe anyị na-eme bụ ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Let me tell you, some of you, because of the evil in your heart against Biafra, mentioning the name Biafra is going to be your undoing. You had better not mention it again, except you know that you have repented. You had better not join it again, except you know that your heart is purified and circumcised. If your heart is dirty, if there's any element of the zoo, if there's any element of the what do you call it, the party, what do you call that? People's Club of Nigeria system. If there's any element of People's Club of Nigeria in you, one day, Bapa, go and join People's Club of Nigeria. Hapo Biafra. Maka, there are those that Biafra they mention is going to be the rope that will tie them. It's going to be the rope that will tie them. So if you do not belong to Biafra, take it out of your mouth. Only those that are holy. How can you be trying to take credit that you are the one that restored Biafra? Even bringing out documents, private and personal documents, that you had the privilege of signing, but not the privilege of declaring. You bring it out in the public and you are trying to take credit on social media. There are those that will take credit on social media, but there are those that will take credit before heaven, before the throne of God. The Bible says it is not him whom men validate that matters, but him whom God validates. If it is not God that validates you, and one day your validation of men, it will be scattered. It will not hold water. There's no foundation. I prefer the validation of God. I don't want to have the same portion with the devil, who will just know God. Devil know that there is God. Yes. So do you want to be like James chapter 2 verse 19? That believeth that there is one God. He said, you are doing well. But there is also the devil that also believes, and he trembles. So the difference between you and the devil should be that you obey God, you love God, you live for God, you believe in God, you obey the rudiments and the doctrines of God. That is why God will fight for you. But if you do not know God, everything you do is to destroy the family of God. Everything you do is to scatter Biafra. Everything you do is to carry Chineke and take their picture and put it traitors, traitors, traitors. Those things are pictures. Traitor is not by words. Your traitor spirit is inside of you. If you are a traitor, you are a traitor. But if you are not a traitor, even if the whole world call you a traitor, one day you are not a traitor. Do you know what they call us? They have been calling us terrorists. Are we terrorists? No, we are not terrorists. And so you can tag my picture all what you want. Anything you like, tag it. Write it whatever name you like. It doesn't matter. Unfriend me. Go away from my YouTube. Run. But when the glory of Biafra will descend and it is radiating all over me, hey, those who used to know me before, they no go know me again. If you used to know me before, you no go know me again. Not be that van be that. That one who would they fight that time. That one when gossip they thought say na criminal. Not being be that. Look at how God have blessed him. Oh. Look at how he's moving. Look at Obate Obi and look at him. He's moving in convoy with Obate Obi. Is that not van? Hey, now wow. Ngozi deceive us. So hey, Ngozi deceive us. So you know that is time you will see all of them that they will be swearing for Ngozi. It no go better for Ngozi. It no go better for Ngozi. It no go better. You see them? They'll be swearing. Hey, you no go better. Wake up now. Smell the coffee before it is too late. Wake up now. Smell the coffee before it is too late. Before it is too late. Because Biafra declaration and the dedication belongs to those who has passed away. Those who every day, we have a moment of silence. I will ask them to go fight for us. Those who today are fighting on behalf of Simon Ekpa. Some enemies have already concluded. Some enemies have concluded on what they want to do to Simon Ekpa. They've concluded. But before they know it, the dragon will emerge. And by the time the dragon show up one day, all this while, you have kept him in the cooler. He has been loading up the fire that we use to roast his enemies. Remember, the dragon have told us several times that he has no friend. He has no friend. Who is on the Lord's side? I want to know. I am on the Lord's side. Thank you, Esther. Who is on Simon's side? Let me know. I am on Simon Ekpa's side. Hey, I am on Simon Ekpa's side. Simon Ekpa is by my side. As long as I live, as long as we go, I am on Simon Ekpa's side. Hey, your obligation to those that paid the ultimate price should be more. Thank you, mommy. Why are they here? I am telling you, many of them, you can see already there is a slow pace of these negative comments now. The thing is going down gradually. The negative comments is coming down because the true gospel of Biafra is penetrating. Let me tell you, this final onslaught, Nigeria will not survive it. The money they pay to DOS, they never collect them. They go gather money, pay another woman. You see, that's why you see them suffering. First of all, they paid Nelly so much money. Nelly do exposed. Now you don't even see Nelly anymore. Only God knows what she's doing to pay back that money. Now they got that money and gave to DOS criminals. Those ones try. They failed. Now they are running, they are hiding. Can they pay back? Today, at least Ngozi have a hospital. So if Ngozi cannot pay back, they can collect her hospital. Who is on Simon Ekpa's side? Let me know. I am on Simon Ekpa's side. Who is on Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's side? Let me know. I am on MNK side. I am on MNK side. MNK is by my side. As long as I live, as long as I breathe, I am on MNK side. Now, do not go my own route, because this is what I think and I believe, that the people that deserve the dedication for this Biafra are the souls that have been sacrificed. Ikon saw them. 5 million Biafrans. The 14 Biafran youths, our commanders that Ejiofor murdered in cold blood. Our commanders and ESN soldiers that the DOS murdered in cold blood. Their blood have been crying to high heavens. Crying to high heavens to make sure that their death will not be in vain. They deserve the laurels of Biafra, not one hopeless Nigerian agent that doesn't even deserve to say Biafra from her mouth. Not one hopeless Nigerian agent that is calling Biafrans criminal. Everyone in Biafra, criminal. A very, similar pattern with the DOS. Similar pattern with Nigeria. You gather Biafrans, say criminal. These are criminals. They are criminals. Biafrans. Do you just open your mouth and call someone criminal without any evidence in this 21st century? So when someone has, become addicted to that already, just know that that person is gone. She's gone. Okwagola, Church Abasago. So I don't know who you want to dedicate this to. I don't know what you think about this. That is why this is going to be an open mic. So my microphone is open now. Come into the link, come into the Zoom, come into the studio. The link is there. The link is pinned there. Those of you that cannot access it where it is pinned, let me share it again on the comment section. But I want to assure you that it is pinned right there on the YouTube channels. And I don't know if, as I share it now, whether it will come to Facebook. Maybe it will come to Facebook also. But it's already shared and pinned. Okay, it has come to Facebook. On the comment section of Facebook, you will have it there. So go right there, click it, join me in the studio. Let me know what you think. You might disagree with me, but I speak what heaven put in my spirit to speak. I'm telling you. Ask Mazin Nnamdi Kanu today. As Biafra is declared, who do you dedicate it to? Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is not going to say, I declare Biafra. I declare Biafra. I'm the one that declared Biafra. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, through an honest followers, his children, disciples, they're not going to go busy everywhere. It is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu that declared Biafra. It is not this one. It is that one. No. The reason why we're telling you that it is Bryson Okama that declared Biafra, it is because this infidel that is working for Nigeria was thinking that the person that declared Biafra means anything. No. The declaration of Biafra, who does it bless? Who should it go to? Who should we dedicate it to? Who takes the glory? 6 million Biafrans deserve the glory. Yes. They are becoming, that's why we don't need to fight Biafrans. Yes, true, bros. I noticed it too. The negative people are becoming less and less. Maybe they are beginning to see the truth. It is truth, mommy. Yeah? That's why you don't need to be calling Biafrans. You are a criminal. This one is a criminal. You take somebody's picture, he's a criminal. Now, just imagine me now. I'll just take Ugo 247 picture and I will say he's a criminal. I'll take Adam Docho. I'll take her picture and be writing, she's a criminal. She's a criminal. Why should I be doing that? I know she has betrayed Biafra. It is between her and the gods of Biafra. So it is not my business coming here to be posting picture and taking picture of this one and he's a criminal. This one is a criminal. That one is a criminal. Even Ngozi Araboeze, have I taken her picture? Have you seen any one of us take Ngozi picture and mark it? Ngozi is a criminal and put it on social media. Who has that time? When we have the zoo to deal with, when we have Musa to make him start crying again. Eh? We need to make Musa to start crying again. This one say, go and sleep. It's not yet time to sleep. It's 10 p.m. here. And mind you, sleep is not S-L-I-P. It is S-L-E-E-P. So write it well. Obiora Jameson, write it well. Go and sleep. Sleep, the way you spell it is S-L-E-E-P. Do you understand? So the glory of Biafra has been restored. Anyone that deprive Biafra of their joy, honestly, they will cry. Believe you me, they will cry. Are you telling me that I will not be happy when I see Ngozi crying tomorrow? Yes, I will be happy to see her cry. And that cry will mean that, so finally the truth has defeated me and she's crying. But whether she will have enough time to repent and be saved back into Biafra, I don't know. I don't know. So I have the link there. If you want to pick the link, you come, fine. If I wait for another 5 minutes, I don't see the link, I don't see anybody in the room, I have already delivered my gospel, I will close the program, and maybe if we have time to go to the space, we might go to the space. But if there's any one of you that wants to join me, fine and good, you can use the link already. You can use the link already. Who is on the Lord's side? Let me know. I am on the Lord's side. Yes, we have someone already in my room. I have someone, Austin Enwekwe, Mazi Austin. Yes, you're welcome to the panel.
Good evening, sir.
Not be
Good evening.
Sir. Greet him as Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister. My Honorable Minister. Don't do like that. Greet him well. Address him. Oh yeah, fire down. What issue? Not fuck up.
No, is there another device that is on? I'm hearing double voices.
No device is on. Oh. We don't even have light. Oh. Zoo don't take their light.
Yeah. You're welcome. So what do you think?
Now we're in darkness. The whole house is hot.
You're welcome.
And suffer will day for Zoo. Maybe Biafra do make it come. Mama hail him. Pastor Baba. Oh yeah.
Good evening, Pastor Baba.
Thank you so much, our wife.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift.
No, don't worry. No, that one make contribution to the program. Forget about the
yes. Then I say you dedicate this program to. Say you dedicate this program to God.
I dedicate this program to God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pastor, I bet no vex you. My man a very shy woman.
Very shy.
In fact, that the best thing that has ever or could happen to me in my life.
Wow.
Stand. Wow. So this program, as it just vibrate the in fact, I don't know how to describe you, my honorable deputy minister, honestly. To describe you, I will almost want to use 100 words, 100 statements. Because to be honest with you, anytime you come online these days, since Prime Minister don't go off for now, for a while, I'll call it a while, just a short while, you have been the voice in the wilderness that is paving the way. So if I sincerely want to dedicate this program, apart from, everybody will say I dedicate this program to Mazi Nadikano, our leader. I will not, it's not a supreme. And our leader don't correct that name. Don't address him as a supreme. Supreme is meant for Jehovah. And there was one program he conducted, and people always want to address our leader, Mazi Nadikano, supreme. It's not supreme. Oh. So I'm also using this opportunity in this program to still want to correct it. Don't address Mazi Nadikano, our leader, as a supreme. He himself has denounced it. And there was a time also for our Prime Minister, somebody was addressing him as Jesus Christ. Our Prime Minister also denounced it. Don't put me in the sandals of now so instead talk. So none of these are higher praise. So for me, if I want to dedicate this, everybody know that also was dedicated to God, to Jehovah. I would dedicate this program to you, my deputy minister, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, the lion in the wilderness, who is still he needs strong to those our betrayers, to those our traitors. Out loud and clear, Pastor. Hey, yeah, I don't know if network.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's
Thank you so much.
hearing
No,
me.
I heard you. I heard everything you said, my brother. I heard everything you said. Thank you so very much. But just like I've said, yes,
Hello, Pastor.
I
Can
hear
you hear
everything you
me?
said. Your network is not allowing you to get the feedback from
I'm
me.
not sure if I'm now too because
Thank you so much.
I don't know.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm getting you now. I'm not hearing you
Yeah.
now, loud and
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. No problem. Thank you so much. Let's
So let me
attend to
just
other.
wrap it up because other people are coming to the house.
Yes, yes.
yes.
I said I dedicate this program to you, Pastor Vam and Vam, my
Thank you.
deputy
Thank you.
minister
I am humble.
of Biafra government in exile.
I am
We are
humble.
still in
Thank
the
you.
exile. We have
Yes.
not be commissioned as a nation. So to those
Yes.
saboteurs and traitors, I want to make them know that you who is still rowing wilderness for us.
Yes, your network is not helping. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mazi Austin. We're going to give chance to others because your network
Yes.
is really not helping the flow. Thank you so very much. And just like I said, I don't even deserve to be put in that book. Believe you me. That is, if you bring the sandal of Butuzo, one of the locker of it, I know Richard. Do you know the sacrifice these people make? Their life they take in their hand. They go and they wage war. They go and they come back. You see all these come on social media. Hey Ross, you are this. Even today now they are calling me. They said that Nami be Ross, Nami be Butozo. I am the one that is now impersonating Ross. Hey, Chineke, then I don't give me the title way big pass me. I never reach. Thank you so much. All right, we have a Chisom. Chisom, I am going to open your speaker. Please grab the mic.
Pastor Vam Vam Vam.
Hi.
Odogwu. Na ị na-eme m obi ụtọ ume kwuru. Lee ị hụrụ all those people na both ma remigius a na fancha na-eche ha m ji nwayọ hụ their notification ma wipe ya out. I have stopped listening to them but m na-eche mgbe Prime Minister ga-abatazi ka m hụzie ọnụ ha ga-eje pụta bịa kwuo okwu. Ọ ga-adị very 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 shameful that day. I'm telling you.
Honestly.
I am telling you. Pastor Bam, I like what you're doing. On the ọtụtụ otu echele m ga-echere nwunye m ịbụrụ nke interested nwunye m na mama na-ekwe m zuru ike asị m onye Biafra ebidokwala ọzọ. So I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Things will water down very soon.
Very soon.
Water down very soon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Chiso. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when I was in Finland, the first convention we went to, there was so much, appreciation from people. But this one, as I'm talking to you, look at my body. If you look very close, you see the goosebumps on my skin. I say, the way, But you know, I am heartbroken now. You know why I'm heartbroken? And I feel like crying? Because most of those people that were calling that were so appreciative of what Chuko Kabiama have used us to do, some of them now are on social media. Most of them, they are now on social media calling me criminal, calling me thief, calling me sabo in just less than 1 week after the convention. Did I change my pattern of gospel? No. Did I change my belief system? No. Did I change who I believed in? No. Did I reject what I was taught? No. So why did I become sabo to everyone that embraced me? There's one thing Christ said. He said, these little children, they will offend, though, but woe to you who made them to go against me. He said it would have been better for you were not born. You that made all these ones that have loved the gospel of liberation, that have embraced the gospel of peace, that have embraced the messenger of heaven, and you make them say negative things about the servant of God. I will never curse my brethren, my people that have loved me. Some of them showered me with gifts. Gifts. Do you know I'm heartbroken now? Our elder from Australia, Elder Luke Odunze, and his wife, they sent gift for me from Australia. From Australia, they sent a gift to Nnamdi, my son. And some of them that blessed Nnamdi. Some of them went to a platform to listen to a daughter of sin that called herself Adamdochu, calling my son names, calling me names, telling them that I kidnapped somebody's woman. And then the people that blessed me were now using the same mouth they used to bless me to curse. You didn't deserve to do that, and you will not be punished for doing it. Believe me, none of you will be punished for doing it, but that person that deceived you and made you do it, hey, I'm imagining the part of hell that is reserved for them. I can just imagine it because it should end in my imagination what Chukwuoki Kabiama will do to those that have led the children of heaven astray in less than 1 week. In less than 1 week. Many of them that were happy and celebrating the gospel of heaven. Many of them that knew the peace. Many of them that when you easily tell them the truth without painting it and twisting words, they will understand you. They were completely deceived and led astray. And today, they are calling us. Some of them, you still see them in the comment section right now. Some of them calling us all manner of names. Calling me a traitor. It is a badge of honor for me. It's a badge of honor for me because a time comes. Do you know that there was a time some of them wanted to stone Apostle Paul? They wanted to stone him. But you know, several times, even Christ, they wanted to stone him to death. But the Bible said that several times he would just pass through the midst of them and they would not even know how he left them. The same thing happened with Apostle Paul. The same thing happened with David. The same thing happened with Moses. God will just deliver them from the midst of those people that conspire to kill them. But at the end of the day, what happened? They will realize their mistake. A serpent will be sent to bite and finish them. And then the same Moses will be used to rear up another replica of serpent. And he will tell them, what you people did, it was out of your ignorance. You know what? There's a serpent here. Look at this serpent that is up here. So that the one that just beat you, that should have killed you. When you look up to that one that is hanging up there, you will survive the poison of the one that beats you. That's how some of them were saved. But not all of them. Oh. The Bible said there was a time when 23,000 of them, they died in one day. 23,000. And my prayer today is Chuko Kika Biama Biko. Please, Chuko Kike. Those ones that have ignorantly turned their back on the gospel of heaven, on the gospel of salvation, that have called your servants names, that have made us to look like we are enemies, whereas we are saviors. Chuku, please forgive them. Please, let the punishment be directed to those that deceive them. Please, Lord, have mercy upon them. He say. Okay, you're welcome. But I want you to know that we have the academic in the house. He's a minister. You know, when academic is in the house, we'll give him the chance. Okay, just relax more. Okay, let academic grab the mic. His academic highness, you are welcome. Please grab the mic. Dear friends are waiting to hear you.
Yeah, Happy New Year, prima possibilis, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. And these are contemporaries. I don't know where you're hearing my voice. Are you hearing
Loud
my voice?
and clear. It's coming out.
Yes, I'm speaking from my 2025 studio, although nobody is seeing my camera now because we are testing the microphone in order to set a very good template for Biafran people in this new year. And I urge everybody to be very, very focused. Very, very focused, because Brigitte is going to definitely liberate Biafrans from all shackles. Just a second. Brigitte is going to liberate Biafrans from every shackles of confusion. You know, our people need to understand that, look, nobody should thwart. I repeat, nobody should thwart that particular template that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given to us. Nobody should thwart that template. The template is called guerrilla warfare, not decentralization. Nobody should thwart that. If anybody tells you to go and get ID card so that Nigeria occupational forces, meaning the military forces, will see you very well and catch you with your identity card and you will die well, don't listen to them. Don't listen to anybody that is outside the BRGIE. Nnamdi Kanu knows why he chose the guerrilla warfare. I call it guerrilla warfare. It means the strategy of victory for the indigenous people. Anything outside guerrilla warfare is a failure. So our people should be focused and follow the template of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is following. Centralization of the military apparatus and the military operation. The BLA was created in Helsinki gathering from the 22nd of October 2023. Anybody that rushes things know you that there is ulterior motive. And two, anybody that connects Biafran with anything, that person is a traitor. What is Biafra doing with Taj Bank? It is a glomerulus quesito. Is Nnamdi Kanu a foolish man by telling you that this Janjaweed is enemy? Ojukwu told you that Janjaweed is enemy. Simon Ekpa told you that Janjaweed is enemy. Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, told you that you should not communicate with the zoo. Why do you violate such directives? This new year, let people open their iota cavitatis. Let people open their viewing glass. Let people be humble and be truthful Biafrans. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, we don't fashion forbidden fruit of fashion and faiths. We don't neither fancy forbidden fruit of fashion and faith. We are whiter than white and whiter than snow.
Yes.
That thing that Nnamdi Kanu said, that is going to be the final. That thing that Prime Minister said, that is going to be the final. And that is what Bridge stands for. Anybody or the osiso, one onye gba osiso, 3 much or bobala. That is the lingua franca Biafranensis. Let this new year be a kind of opportunity for people to go back and follow what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been saying. Ojukwu have been saying what Simon Ekpa have been saying. That is the only key. Forget about people on the mmiri. Angosia kai kai hapụta na akọgheri. You don't know what it's meant by charter. The United States of America is backed by charter. The United Nations Organization is backed by charter. It's called the Charter of the United Nations. It's still called the charter. Then somebody will come out and be saying, what is the meaning of charter? Oh my goodness. This new year, let people go back to the book. God bless you. In nomine Pater, Filius, et Spiritus Sancti. Happy New Year in reasoning. All hail Biafra. I yield my mic.
Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, His Academic Highness. Thank you very much. Well received and well delivered. Thank you. All right. Efe, what happened to you? Did you disappear, Efe? Maybe you thought academic was going to spend all day, but I didn't know. How? Mazi Wunze. Now, if you are fighting for relevancy and not for freedom, it is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not fight a fight of relevancy. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not fight a fight of relevancy. Those that fight a fight of relevancy, they fade away very quickly. Even when that victory is gained, they will not be a part of that glory because they will not be ready to make mortal sacrifices. There are those that are ready to make mortal sacrifices. Sacrifices that even if it takes their life, they don't care. But if you are fighting for relevancy, you can be bought, you can pay, you can do all manner of things. Those that are accusing us today of being paid, it is because they believe in fighting for relevancy. They are easily bought. They can easily buy people. They can easily buy people. That is why, you see them accusing us of collecting money. Do you understand? Let me tell you, no matter the amount of money you give me, it can never sear my conscience of truth. That is why some people will not even dare approach us. If their intention is to buy us and use us, they won't dare approach us. Believe you me, they won't dare it. And so when they're telling you they are paying them, just tell them that is cock and bull. It's cock and bull. So if they were paying us and we can be bought, the person that bought me first should have been Ngozi Orabueze. If I calculate the money that I have gotten from Ngozi Orabueze, at least nothing less than $550 minimum. At least on, I can remember vividly on 3 occasions. Yes, there is even another occasion where she supported me to pay for something with God for the media or something. But 2 occasions, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, not only me, she gave the media. I don't know if her intention was to buy us. I think by now she will be disappointed that money I gave was to buy their conscience. If that was her intention, though, because for me, those of us in the media that got a share of her gift then, we saw it as an encouragement. Obu opinezimi. You understand what I mean? So when you encourage people like us, we see it as encouragement. Those that are genuine and sincere, we don't see it as buying, because you can't buy us. What we are doing is bigger than life. It's larger than anything. It doesn't have a price tag. Do you want to put a price on Biafra? You know how much? You feel pay? You don't feel pay. So that is why when I got that gift, then the media was large. That's when we had Gaddafi with the media. The media. Adando was not with us in the media then. Maybe she would have gotten with us then. I don't know. Maybe she got her own separately, privately. Vividly, $175. I remember the first one. It was not only me to encourage the media. I saw it that way. I don't know if there was any other intention. Again, it happened to encourage us, and we received it. And if you want the evidence, I still have the evidence. I have the evidence. But why should I bring the evidence to you? Because it was an encouragement to encourage us. And then when Azuka had issue with us, Azuka's husband, one yeye man like that, very yeye man, oh, believe me, he was insulting me in a cabinet meeting. He was writing on the comment section, you that was bought for $350. I now remember $350. How? Nobody gave me $350. How? I now calculate in my mind 175 into 2. It is $350. Oh. So that means what Ngozi gave us, Azuka was in the knowledge of it. Her husband was using it to mock me. Because at that time, I was on Ngozi's defense because the PM was against Azuka for what Azuka was doing against Ngozi. But I did not physically defend Ngozi. I was in charge of the microphone. When they make noise, I will mute their mic. So simply muting their mic, the interpretation Azuka got was that I am fighting for Ngozi. But I didn't fight for Ngozi at all. I was muting mic because the noise was coming. Do you understand what I mean? So you can't buy. So if Daddy Iwunze is fighting for relevancy, if that's the reason why you will not stand for truth, if that's the reason why you tell the whole world that we have no need of the lobbyists, hey, Mazi, Mbano, Adromao, you're an old man, so you are better change your stance. Anyway, I have academic is still in the studio. Let me bring him in again. I don't know. He might still want to say one or two things. But I have Mazi Emeka in the house. Mazi Emeka is a man of many words, intellectual words, powerful words, inspirational words, and I appreciate him a lot. And I want Mazi Emeka to grab the mic. Hey, I lost him. Chineke mere mebere. We lost him. Mazi Emeka, please do us well to come back. Please do come back. So those kind of encouragements, you cannot say it is buying. NK is a beautiful woman. I saw her in Finland. Very lovely lady. This lady you see here is a living miracle, a walking miracle. What the Lord has done in her life, she cannot tell it all. Wada, I celebrate you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I think this is the first time I'm actually noticing your comments, actually. And I just placed the beautiful face I saw in Finland. Thank you, my beloved sister. All right, we have Mazi Emeka. Mazi Emeka, please grab it.
Thank you very much, Pastor Vam Vam Vam.
You're welcome.
I want to salute you specially.
Thank you.
Salute all Biafrans, especially. and salute all well-wishers of Biafra. I want to greet my brother, His Academic Highness.
Wow.
This is a man of truth.
Yes.
And a motivator. He's one of the people that motivates us to know actually that our fight is never go back. He's one of them. I greet him specially.
Correct.
Credit, or as you wrote, glory to the declaration of the restoration of Biafra that happened recently in Finland goes completely wholesale to Chukwokika Biama in heaven. And our thanks goes to Biafrans who made it possible. All Biafrans who made it possible. Those who spent their hard-earned money to be there, they paid their flight. They paid all the bills. In one way or the other, they found themselves left what they were doing and went there to Finland to stand for the prosperity of Biafran people. We give them thanks. We salute most especially Professor Chioma. Speaking of strong women,
wow,
this woman stood for days, for hours and days, doing what I don't think anybody else there would have been able to do. She did it without even bending for one solitary second. Thanks goes to her very heavily. Those are the type of people that history will never forget in this Biafra.
In a hurry.
And very, very, very good that she is standing tall, defending truth, defending Biafra. I actually want to make some observations to what Ngozi Arabeze said yesterday. Just little, just one. I don't want to engage in her insults. I don't want to engage in her all this paper reading, talking tough. She was reading from paper, talking tough, and all those things. That is not where we are talking about. What we are talking about is picking out a point. And then the point I want to pick out from is her response to Biafra lobby group, should I say. They said that the reason they are not working with her is because the paper that gave them the legitimacy, the paper that employed them and gave them the legitimacy to represent the Biafran people, that her name is not there. In her response, she said her signature is in Biafra currency. She said that her signature is in the Declaration Restoration of Biafra. She said that her signature is, she named everything that her signature is there. But she did not mention the fact. The fact. She left the fact that the man stated in his opinion why it is legally suicide, why it is legally abomination to stand with Ngozi Arabeze. He simply says that the employment document that gave him the legitimacy, the legal ground to represent the Biafran people, that the name of Ngozi Arabeze is not there, not even her signature. But dealing with the vulnerable people who are very, very, in fact, I don't know how to describe this type of people. These people, can they reason? Can these people think? Why can somebody say to her, the man is not talking about who signed the currency of Biafra. The man is not talking about who signed the alliance between Biafra and Abazonia. The man is not talking about who signed the declaration of the Declaration of Biafra Convention. The man is not talking about that. He's talking about a specific thing.
Their contract, the job. The man has a job and he signed a contract
that made it possible for him to even stand to represent the Biafran people. That is what this man is talking about. And Ngozi Arabeze avoided it. And I'm asking myself, why are these people only feeding on lies? Can somebody stand up and say, enough is enough? Okay? Can it be that these people, they made up their mind to live and die in lies? Or are they people who can actually go back and think and wake up? We don't hate anybody. If you go to my Facebook page, it's still there boldly, unedited, on 29th, even before the declaration, of the convention. On 29th, I wrote and I said, we stand with her, Ngozi Orabeze, that her name is Ngozi, and that her name, Ngozi, means blessing, and she's going to bring blessing to Biafra. But then, that was there. We don't hate anybody. Some people think when we speak the way we do is because we hate somebody. Some people say it's because, oh, she's a woman. It's not about being a woman. I remember listening to one of the greatest minds in Biafra contributors, opinion molders, I can say Erasmus. He said that if election were to be held, even before that 29, he will vote proudly for Ngozi Orabeze. But now, as it stands, he will never dare to vote for Ngozi Orabeze. And I never knew that somebody was even reading my mind. I fell out with Ngozi Orabeze. Immediately, she began to defend why she declared Biafra on 29th instead of on the 2nd of December that every Biafra knew. And what did she say? She said that our leader, plus Chiamaka Jere and other people, have perfected a plan, to come. They will release our leader one day or two. He will find his way, one way or the other, come to Finland and declare it and make it what they want to be, because they do not respect Obatobie, who is our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. That became, for me, a no-go area. That became, for me, a turn-off point, because what she's using to justify that 29th declaration is built on a heavy lie. So therefore, if you're fighting for Biafra under her, based on that lie, you're fighting for Biafra that is built on lie, that will surely collapse.
Yes.
If you don't build Biafra on truth, our leader said it, that truth, only the truth. That is why he said, whiter than the white. We must be whiter than white and whiter than snow.
No.
And when you are talking about naming people who don't respect, naming Nigeria that doesn't respect our Prime Minister, naming Akwarawa that he doesn't respect our Prime Minister, naming Ngogenkere, our acting Prime Minister, that he doesn't respect our Prime Minister. In the same line that you are talking about these people, that they don't respect our Prime Minister, you are calling our Prime Minister a poor boy. You said sorry, and you upgraded it to call him a poor man. In the same line you are talking about respect. You see, we can never live in lie. Okay? I hate when somebody, if you make a mistake, come out clean. I am one of the people who can actually look for a way, to say, Ngozi, let's go. If you come out clean. But when you can't come out clean and you keep telling us how educated you are, how wise you are, how you know what you're doing, and you are doing all this type of thing you're doing, we will find it will be very easy for us, and nobody should blame us if we conclude based on what we are seeing, based on what you are doing, you are actually working against Biafra. Nobody can call our leader a saboteur and be working for Biafra. As it stands today, it's impossible. It's either you conclude in your mind that our leader is a saboteur, or you conclude in your mind that the person that called our leader a saboteur is a saboteur. For me, there is no two ways about it. The person that described our leader as a saboteur, the person is the saboteur.
Yes.
That is no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. You keep on pounding and pounding how you are going to decentralize Biafra armed forces and make them every state. Listen, we have 40 states in Biafra. It may increase tomorrow. Some other people may like to come and form alliance with us and become part of the 40 states. But let's say if we have 40 states today, as we have it, you want to decentralize the army. What you are actually saying is you are going to create weaker states versus stronger states. Because all these states are not equal.
Yes.
They are not equal. In terms of population, they are not equal. But do you know what they share in equal? Is security.
Yes.
Whether they are small or big, they deserve equal amount of security. So therefore, you cannot decentralize Biafran army. You can do that with the police. You can do that with every other thing. Okay, that can be understandable. And our leader always said it, even before our prime minister, who repeated the same thing. When we get Biafra, every state will operate on their own and they will have their own police. But army will be unified to defend external aggression against Biafra territory. If you decentralize Biafran army as they are today now, those states that are not as equal as other states, what we are going to do, is to make them less powerful, and Nigeria will go in from there. It is common sense. Nigeria will go in from the weaker state, conquer the weaker states over and over, then get to the stronger states and eclipse them. There they will not have a means for reinforcement. But if the army remains unified, we have what is called Central Command. As I said before, in USA they call it CENTCOM, Central Command. No army in the world operates in this kangaroo system. They call it Central Command. If a state is under attack, from Central Command, they can deploy army from another state to go and they help the already stationed army in those places to reinforce them and make them able to repair any attack. But when you decentralize them, these people after their state, the other people after their state, you are giving Nigeria a room to go to the weaker states, conquer the weaker state, then come after the stronger state later, and the Biafran land is gone. That's exactly what we are planning to do. Another thing you are planning to do is knowing fully well that there are top generals in Biafran army today, whether you like it or not, whether anybody agree with it, but there are top generals in Nigerian army, in Biafran army today that Nigerian army are dearly afraid of.
Yes.
They are dearly afraid of them. We talk about Gentle Yahoo. Every day Nigeria tell you they have killed Gentle Yahoo. Every day they will tell you they killed Gentle Yahoo. Gentle Yahoo will resurface again because they know that this is a tough person that if they can ever do away with him, it will be easier for them to penetrate. It will be a little bit easier for them to go in. I'm not writing off the fact that we have heroes everywhere. We are just speaking on facts on ground. We are just speaking based on facts on ground. So if you decentralize, and what you are doing by decentralizing is to, cage the power of people like Gentle Yahoo, cage the power of generals who make things happen to operate in a particular small place in Biafra instead of operating broadly in Biafra. As you
Yes.
That is exactly what Ngozi Orebeze is trying to do. And that is why we have taken the trouble to read Nigerian system they have been operating right from the day of Wazirike, right up from the day of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and now the day of Simon Ekpa. The same script they have been following. They are not changing anything. They are only building on it. And one wise man once said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Biafran people are too big to be fooled twice. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Emeka. Yeah, it's always an inspiration to have you, buttress these points and make it look very, very easy for the layman to understand. Very, very easy. He's talking about respecting Simon Ekpa. He called him a poor boy. Then he corrected herself and even made it worse by calling him poor man. Is it about the man or the boy in it? It is the poor that you attach to him. Our PM is not a poor individual. It's not. Somebody that can command the respect of over 80 million Biafrans. And you are tagging him poor. Whether it is poor man or poor boy, it doesn't come to our prime minister. Just because you want to talk, you don't know, you shoot yourself. You finish yourself. Academic, do you want to add salt or want to add some spices to what Emeka just said?
That's a very, very detailed analysis on everything we have been saying here. But the most important thing people who have brain should grab here is that this is not the time to decentralize. And in addendum, a nurse should go and take care of her patient. You are not a military expert. Go and take care of your patient. You don't understand. Politics, unless the experience you have gotten from the zoo is shaking your head. That's the reason why you scratch your hair. That we've won. That is not the level we are. That is not the level we are. The level we are now is for us to implement what Nnamdi Kanu said, and subsequently what Mazi Simon Ekpa said. Very simple. Not going ultra virus and null and void. Those who understand, understand. Those who didn't understand are those that have not been following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. These are the people, just like this Solomon, talking like a goat. How can you be telling your enemies your strategies on social media? He talks like a goat. Very simple. Very, very simple. He talks like a goat. This is not an accusation. It's just listen to him. He talks like a goat. Now, based on our charter, we have just only redeclared Biafra. The next thing supposed to be for us to defend that our redeclaration. Okay.
Yes.
In defending our redeclaration, it means like what Cho Ayoba used to say, rooftop to rooftop, blood by blood, fire for fire. That is it. Not telling us you decentralize. You leave your job and you be trying to do the job that you are not expert of. Because or you are trying to complete the contract that the zoo have given to you. You go against the will of the people and you overstep your boundary. The problem is that most of our people are emotional and they don't understand when people are leading them astray. They don't reason. Why is it that Nnamdi Kanu said that he is going to draw them, to draw the whole zoo military at that central point? As they are coming, they will be dying. He prophesied that as they are entering that particular point, then the terrorists will be ravaging their own ancestral land in the north.
Yeah, exactly.
That was what our leader said.
Exactly.
And our prime minister continued with that.
Yes.
And he said, guerrilla warfare. Then somebody just jumped out and started going against that particular directive by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And start talking like a goat. Don't you people know that goat talks? You listen to Solomon, he talks like a goat.
I'm telling you.
This is a so they are not talking. Military people don't tell people, the public, their strategy. They don't tell the public their strategy. You know? So if you see people telling military strategy in the public, know you that they have nothing to offer.
Exactly.
And it is very, very pitiable. So, my brothers and sisters and lovers of freedom, in this, we must liberate Biafra by following everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said and what Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, have said. And subsequently, contemporarily, the ACT Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere. God bless you in secular secularum. I use my mic.
In secularum. Thank you so much. His academic kindness. Now Biafra when a mother, Nnamdi Kanu when a mother, Simon Ekpa when a mother. Believe you me, this is the head of military. Biafra Republic government in exile. The head of military. So ndị nwe ha na-ekwu okwu. Ndị na-ekwu okwu ka ewu apụtakwa na-ekwu okwu. Someone said now till today, Ngozi still believe in one Nigeria. It will be better again, and one Nigeria will be better again. Do if you know this, then you will know, no doubt, truth. I don't know. Our brother is just trying to make you understand that the fella is still in one Nigeria. She still believes in one Nigeria. How can you believe in one Nigeria and you are telling people about Biafra? You believe in one Nigeria, telling people about Biafra. You know, when you see some of these, I don't understand the rationale behind believing in someone that releases a public account for people to make donation back home. Up till now, for me, I was thinking that any right-minded Biafran, immediately you see that. And again, that the bank that she even brought out is an Islamic bank. Let me tell you, even if it was not an Islamic bank, even if it was Zenith Bank she brought, every Biafran should kick against it because it is a trap to buy our people. Now, it was not enough that she brought out an account, but she's bringing a link-up account with Islamic. That one makes it like unbelievable. And somebody will see that, and yet, hey, Arume, honestly speaking, Arume. We have 777 people listening right now, and looks like we are going to call it a night, as it were. Tomorrow is going to be an important day. Also, again, every day is important. Yeah? She now asked them to use POS. Okay, is that what she asked them? She asked them to use POS. Yes, NK have reminded me. Let me play. I want to bring honestly, they cannot ask question. Vam, people cannot ask the woman question. These enemy people, these enemy people will disgrace. She'll be disgraced if they ask her question, so she cannot. Please, somebody should block this idiot that is spamming my comment section. Let me block him. When somebody is making a bad comment and he repeats it 2-3 times, please, admins, remove that person because they will be spamming the comment section and it is not good for the broadcasting something. All right. I want to bring Akwa Nebe. I don't know. Should we listen to Akwa Nebe first? No. Before we listen to Akwa Nebe, let us go and I want to get the video where the Attorney General, so-called Attorney General, was being asked, what does she think about the charter? I want us to play it so that we'll hear. Should they ask the attorney, what does she think about the charter? This must be it. Let me see whether it is this one first.
And I know, Attorney General, before you leave, I know a lot of people who have been distracting this government.
Okay, Attorney Jane. Let us listen to Attorney Jane, the daughter of our beloved daddy, Iwunze. Let's listen to Attorney Jane. Let's see what she will make of the Biafra Charter. Let's go there now. I have the video. Let's see. Where do I have it? Okay, it's there. So please listen to the attorney the Attorney General of Biafra. It is not Ngozi that made her Attorney General. It is the Prime Minister that, contacted her, and Biafrans voted. We voted for her as Attorney General. I voted yes to this woman, to this lady. She's a young girl. To this lady, I voted yes for her to become Attorney General of Biafra. But listen to what she said about the Biafra Charter. I almost cried. Let's play it.
And I know, Attorney General, before you leave, I know a lot of people who have been distracting this government has been trying to quote the charter, page 26, 27, something to that effect. I know that these are individuals that never even know where we started or how we've been going, but for all of a sudden, everybody's talking about charter. I know that that particular area of our charter talked about the establishment of the government structures 40 years after we get to homeland. If you want to take just 1 minute to expatiate on that particular aspect, so that that will put to rest some of these individuals who, I'm not going to say they are confused or they know what they're saying, but they just want to bring that aspect to just be a little distraction to what we're doing at this point. Thank you so much, Attorney General.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it. If we have
now, remember that this woman is calling people that have cited what the charter is talking about, the actions she took. She's calling it a distraction, and now she's calling the Attorney General to know what she thinks about it. Now, pay attention and listen to everything she had to say. And if you have any comment to make about it, the link is there. Now, listen, let me take it back a little bit so that she will start.
They know what they're saying, but they just want to bring that aspect to just be a little distraction to what we're doing at this point. Thank you so much, Attorney General.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it if we have been following what COS has been saying. It does.
Did you hear what she said? She said there is nothing too much to say about it if you have been following what COS have been saying. So in other words, she has no say. She is referring you back to the COS. I don't know, did I hear her correctly? Then watch and see whether she said anything. She did not say anything. She's referring you back to this confused psychiatrist. Now listen.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it if we have been following what COS has been saying. It does, in terms of the charter, we do have to understand that this process of restoration, redeclaration, and then this liberation, it comes in stages. And the stage that we are in now, we are still operating with the cabinet that we have is still operating based on how it was selected, how our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa called it to be beforehand. When we get to that stage of, like our COS has said, when we get to that stage of liberation, then that term, that 4 years, the election process can begin. At this stage, we are able to make changes within cabinet. We are able to, if things aren't going right.
Did anybody make sense out of anything she said? She's just blabbing. She has nothing to say. She said we are operating with the same cabinet as Simon Ekpa set it up. Is she operating with the same cabinet? The answer is no. And then she now said we have power to make changes. Which power? Who gave you the power? The place that was cited in the charter, page 26 and 27, is telling you that you cannot declare, you can't even terminate the cabinet. You can't make any of such. You can only do it when Biafra is fully restored. You have no right whatsoever. That is the charter. But she is now quoting from her head and telling you we can make changes, we can. And she said that according to the cabinet, we are operating according to the cabinet as Simon Ekpa left it. But is she, let me repeat, let her repeat that word again that she said about our prime minister.
COS has been saying. It does, in terms of the charter, we do have to understand that this process of restoration, redeclaration, and then this liberation, it comes in stages. And the stage that we are in now, we are still operating with the cabinet that we have is still operating based on how it was selected, how our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa hold it to be beforehand.
You see, we are still operating according to how Prime Minister Simon Ekpa called it to be beforehand. That is to say, she is admitting before Ngozi that, look, the cabinet is supposed to be the way Mazi Simon Ekpa called it to be beforehand. But in reality, she is sitting there together with people whose offices were either shifted. She's sitting with people who were not part of Simon Ekpa's cabinet. Can you believe that? All right.
When we get to that stage of, like COS has said, when we get to that stage of liberation, then that term, that 4 years, the election process can begin.
So she is also telling the COS that we have not gotten to the stage of liberation yet. So there's a process. She's talking about that we are still going on that process. We have not gotten to the stage of liberation. But every time you hear this shameless COS telling people that we are now a nation, we are now running a nation, we have to operate as a nation. But her Attorney General is telling her that we are still going to get to the stage of liberation. We are not there yet. Anyway, let me get the second video. Not this one. All right. Listen to her here.
When a lot of people don't know what is happening in the background. So changes can be made to ensure that the cabinet is, on the right track. And there's no...
She's telling you now, she's now twisting her initial word by telling you that changes can be made. From where? Where did you get the authority from to make that change? Changes can be made. How? They're asking you about the charter, and you are quoting outside the charter from nowhere. Now, what she's quoting now is from nowhere. The thing she's quoting now does not exist in the charter. She is quoting from either her brain or she is reading Ngozi's brain and quoting. Very disgusting, isn't it? All right.
When a lot of people don't know what is happening in the background. So changes can be made to ensure that the cabinet is, on the right track. And there's no wrong in the changes that have been made at this stage.
He said that there is nothing wrong with changes that have been made at this stage. So this is a rubber stamp Attorney General. What does it remind you of? Doesn't it remind you of Zoo Attorney General? Tinubu own rubber stamp. There is nothing wrong with the changes that have been made. That's Attorney General. They ask you to defend the charter, and you are not defending the charter, you are defending Ngozi Orabueze. Can you believe that? It just looks like, before I go ahead, it just looks like in the zoo, in the zoo, what do you call it? Senate. They sat down one day and this man came up and he was telling them, blasting them. These are the kind of things you do if you are right-minded.
One of us quoted from this constitution and went ahead to make prescription for how to move forward. I dare to tell this nation today that this is the problem. This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list. And those 12 are written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that you know that the intention is to even undermine those concurrent lists.
You see? So, because we are running away from this, you see a man who was sincere enough to tell his cabinet members that the zoo has a problem, and that is that constitution. Because they cannot defend it. Because there were 68 items on the exclusive list, and is it 13 items on the concurrent list? And those things that were written in the concurrent list, they were written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that everything about it on that exclusive list undermines whatever you want to do in that concurrent list. So this is a zoo senator standing to tell the zoo people, the fellow senators, before their face that, look, we are not heading forward with this system. Instead of our Attorney General to tell Ngozi, look, we are coming out of Nigeria where they do not obey the law. Even that their constitution, they don't even obey it. Do you remember there was a day our Prime Minister explained that constitution and told them that if I thought they are even obeying that constitution, Nigeria would have been better. But they are not obeying it. And we have an Attorney General who is telling her own leader, fake leader, that, look, whatever decision you take is okay. You don't need to look into the charter, which is supposed to be your constitution. Whatever she decided is okay. Now, compare your Attorney General and this senator now. Who is better? A Zulu senator is now even better than a so-called Biafra Attorney General, who is supposed to defend the charter. Now let me play her story here. Now let's go.
When a lot of people don't know what is happening in the background. So changes can be made to ensure that the cabinet is, on the right track. And there's no wrong in the changes that have been made at this stage. I think perhaps there were questions around terminology that may have been used maybe at the convention, but rest assured that the changes that are made are still in line with how we are operating as we are in exile as a nation. So
she is admitting before Ngozi that we are in exile as a nation. Operating in exile as a nation. But Ngozi has been deceiving all of you, telling you that we are now a country. We are no longer Biafra government in exile. Did you hear that? And now she is even answering Ngozi as if she's afraid. She is just hey! She's afraid. She's not composed. I pity her. She's a a beautiful soul anyway, but I just pity her that for her own good, for your own good, my dear, tell your daddy that you not do again. Tell your daddy I not do again. And let us know. We are going to add you to those that are waiting for the PM, and you will do the needful. Yeah? And know that you are with the right set, where you can tell Biafrans the truth. Because I believe that you have something upstairs. I just believe that you should be able to have something upstairs. So don't let your daddy use you. If it is something that you cannot do, you can't go forward with it, just tell your daddy, amazing, amazing. Tell him you are not doing again. Before this woman will bully you. Let's play it.
Rest assured that the changes that are made are still in line with how we are operating as we are in exile as a nation. So at this stage, I think there's no need to look at what will be the next stage after, after we occupy fully territory, our territory, homeland. But as long as what we're doing here in
see, she is even trying to tell Ngozi that there will be a time, we should have a time when we occupy fully. Ngozi doesn't even care whether you occupy fully or not. She's not interested. Ngozi is not interested in occupying Biafra fully. Rather, Ngozi is interested in Nigeria army occupying Biafra fully. That is why. Oga wato, oga tutu komkom, oga wato n'ahia, oga tutu riri komkom. Since your intention is to bring the zoo army to Biafra land, I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, Ngozi, you got to komkom, you got to komkom. Eh? As much as she's struggling, she's even trying to tell Ngozi some of the truths that she can, squeeze in.
Territory, our territory, homeland, after we occupy fully territory, our territory, homeland, as long as what we're doing here in exile is concerned, if changes that needed to be made within cabinet, it is, really just at the discretion of our prime minister, and he's given his authority to COS DPM at this stage, and that's who we are following, and that's how it's it. So I don't think.
See, she is still now she is backing on that SMS that Ngozi used to deceive her. So she's saying if the prime minister has given the COS the discretion, that is who we are following. Now, she has admitted indirectly that they are not following the charter, that they are following Ngozi Oraboeze, because Ngozi have deceived them to believe that the prime minister have given her the nod to lead, and therefore she is concluding that if it is what the prime minister have said, then we will follow Ngozi, because it is at the discretion of the prime minister. I will tell you now, Attorney Jane, Ngozi did not get any nod from the prime minister. Prime minister did not give her any permit to do what she's doing. If you are interested, we can tell you how Mirisi Bano Pubokoro. Okay? But for now, for your own safety and your own sanity, decamp from there. We are not telling you to come and join us. We are not telling you to come into our camp, but just stay away for your own safety, for your own good, before you become enemy of Biafrans. Listen to her here.
Authority to COS DPM at this stage, and that's who we are following, and that's how it's it. So I don't think there's too much more to be said on this, but everything is happening in stages, and I don't know if, that's the best I can speak to.
Yeah, thank you so much for that clarification, and I think it's very, very obvious that again, like I told everyone, there's a template that we are following. That template was set by our prime minister. There's no amount of noise making that will tamper or shake or move that template.
Template. Doesn't know the meaning of template. That template is what you are following. There's no amount of noise that will move or shake that template. Your template is leading you to hell. Biafrans have left you behind, especially those Biafrans that are ready for freedom. You will be left in blue. Shameless thing. Template Tiwogeba Onyara. Template. Your template, that's why you are calling Biafrans. You are calling Biafrans criminals. What template in they use to call Biafrans criminals? You easily call Biafrans criminals. That's your template. The lady was just scared. She couldn't stand it. She couldn't even express herself very well. She was afraid. We have Azubike here. Okay. Why your microphone is not on? You came in without activating your mic. We cannot hear you, Azubike. So you need to go out. When you are coming in, you must be able to enable your audio. You have to enable your audio so that you will be able to talk. Because what you are saying, we can't hear a word from you. We can't hear anything. We are not hearing anything. As long as you did not enable the audio when you were coming in, even if you talk from now to tomorrow, we'll not hear you. So just go out, go out completely, start afresh and join through that link, but make sure you enable your audio before you come into the studio. That will enable us to hear you. Okay, do it like that. I know you can hear me, but we cannot hear you. I don't know if Academic Highness listened to the Attorney General. Is there anything you want to say about that? I don't know if academic may not be here anymore. Anyway, so let me use style to wait for that brother that came in. But make sure you activate your audio while you're coming in. Let's hear you. That's the Attorney General. Okay, let me look at the comment section. What do our people have to say about that? What do people have to say about that? Under duress, yes. She was under duress, serious duress. That's why she was saying that, if the Prime Minister has given the COS, then that is where, we have to be. But she has already told her that, we are government in exile. And there is a time when we are able to occupy fully and take full charge. These are things that Ngozi doesn't talk about because she's not interested in that. She's only interested in destroying what our Prime Minister have built. We have Ekwensu, Mazi Ekwensu in the house.
Yeah. There were Pastor Bam.
Hey, we're watching Eke.
I'm not gonna be long, I'll be quick. But thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
He will, like 3 up in that woman's throat. That woman, in a matter of 1 month, she has aged though. As becoming so. Don't worry, we'll be here and be watching how it goes. The thing I want to ask is, I don't know why you keep giving the father of this attorney accolade, because yesterday in their so-called Zoom shenanigan meeting, the man is still boldly defending. So I don't think at this point, almost over a month, that man still deserves any respect, regardless of whatever he's done.
Yeah.
Because this is he's misleading his daughter.
Yes.
Because it's not. They might have lived their own life. How many more years do they have to live? But this is a young girl that still have a whole future ahead of her. Already damaging. So if you are here coming and telling the girl to say she's not going to do, the father that I saw yesterday on that Zoom, that man is more determined than ever. So
it is the man that is pushing the girl to do. Now, if the man can, now let me address that man. If you are telling us that we do not need the lobbyists, then why do we need Attorney General? If we don't need lobbyists, then you could also tell us that we don't need Attorney General at this stage.
Yeah, so
because the lobbyists are even more important than the Attorney General now at this stage.
Yes.
The lobby, very important.
So I don't know, man. I think all those accolades, you say our dear beloved dad, that man is now, because what he's doing is putting the life.
It's just respect for elders, respect for elders,
When
That's
the
just
another disobey, we don't respect him anymore. That's just how I see it. Yes, sir. Once you're an elder and you cross the line, putting your own children and younger generation at risk, then you are not being an elder. So, but anyway, I just let me just make that comment. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Our sister says it is so sad that Jane can't defend her career. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad. So it will be better for her to actually call it a day. And you'll be saving yourself. If your daddy loves that place so much, let him go and become the attorney general. Let him do it. Jane, where did you study? Instead of defending the law before the world, you are there making mockery of yourself by accepting fake text message you can't even verify from a criminal zoo Nigeria mole, COS. Thank you, Alex Uche. This was very spot on. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Biafrans, we show respect to elders. We do show respect to elders. So I just don't want it. Sometimes if I do vam too much, you people will be angry. Why you do vam? You're just vacation everybody. At least there was a point where our prime minister said that we should not be even mentioning those that are with us. For me, at this stage, the only person I see as evil, I see Ngozi as the prime evil. And then any cabinet member that joined Ngozi to deceive people, to fight Biafrans, I see you as evil. So that's why we can go after you. But if you are, slightly mistaken or slightly trying to, we can just show you some respect, but not that we support you. We can do vam when we want to. Believe you me. So that the Wednesday, please withdraw from this thing. This thing you are doing is not good. Your family is at stake. How can it be that at the end of the day, everything now begins to settle down? It will now be clear that you sold out at your age. You are in diaspora. You are in exile, fighting for Biafra, but you sold out to support Zoo. So after all these years, you are supporting Nigeria. Mazi Wunze, think am now. Think am. After all these years, you are now finally supporting Zoological Republic. Because anybody that cannot see Nigeria in the eyes of Ngozi, then you are blind. If you look Ngozi in the eyes, and you look Ngozi's body language, you don't see Nigeria in it, something is wrong with you. Somebody is putting his number on the comment section, and he said, please, how can I join? You see what Ngozi have done? Please, how can I join the Biafra Liberation Army? What's up? Okay. Maybe this one may be a zoo, this thing. Send your message to Ngozi if you want to join Ngozi Army. Biafra Liberation Army is not recruiting. So for your own even security, that is if you are genuine, I'm not going to display your number. How can you be putting your number on the comment section? How can I join the zoo army? Except that because before you have the boldness to put your phone number on the comment section, Mazi Basi, you had better delete that comment now for your own safety. Delete it now before somebody will take your comment, take your number. That is if you are a Biafra. Delete it now. Delete that your comments. Don't let another person see your number. Because what you guys want to do to people like you is for you to bring your number out, and then the zoo army will go after you. Because they have told her that they know that there are a good amount of Nigeria and Biafrans that want to join Biafra army. They told Ngozi, we know there are young people that want to join them. So bring them out. As they show interest to join the army, then they will be eliminated. That's what Ngozi want to do, because Zoo want to make sure that those that will fight for Biafra, anybody that will enlist in Biafra army, they want to make sure they stop them before they join. And that is what they bought Ngozi to do. Solomon Nkwocha, anyị ga-azọ gị, zọpịa gị ka Nkwocha. Evil. Delete your number. Don't you ever give your number to anybody and say you want to join Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Liberation Army is not recruiting anywhere. And we do not make our recruit public. It doesn't happen. It has never happened before. It will not happen now. Okay? So thank you very much. The brother that I was using style to wait for, he couldn't come in again. So I'm going to leave it here. I've spent 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a good one. All right. So I dedicated this declaration to the fallen heroes, to those slain for Biafra. And then the glory obviously goes to Chukwokika Abiyama. We give him all the glory. We give him all the praise. Just like Mazi Emeka said, that the glory goes to Chukwokika Abiyama, and it's 100% correct. 100% correct. The glory goes to Chukwokika Abiyama, but we dedicate the declaration, we dedicate it to our fallen heroes, to those who has paid the ultimate price. To them belongs this dedication. To them we dedicate this declaration because we fought for them. We are fighting for them. And as we dedicate it to them, we promise them we will fight to defend our land. Let Ngozi go and recruit all the zoo army. Biafra land will be their burial ground. We promise her that. We promise her that. Biafra land will be your burial ground. Recruit all the armies of the zoo, any number they are. If we could neutralize 20 armored tankers in Biafra land, we will neutralize any number of zoo army in Biafra land. Thank you. So please, 828 of you, remember that we are supporting the armies on ground. We're dedicating to those fallen heroes, and we are also dedicating to our men, our foot soldiers. We got this Biafra for them. So please go to the website and support the Biafra Liberation Army. Go to www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/tax. Go there and support our Liberation Army. Please, very, very important. As you do, may Chukwokika Abiyama bless you. He say. Please tell everyone you know. Biafrans, listen and listen good. BLA is not recruiting. No. Do not give your numbers out. Do not give your numbers to any gathering. Do not go to any gathering or join anyone for your life. Oh, Okwamakandugo. Thank you for joining me tonight. Mazi Augustine Efemoni, I appreciate you. NK, thank you for joining me tonight. And every one of you that have joined us tonight, I want to say thank you. Thank you for those that joined me in the studio that made it happen tonight. I want to appreciate you all. Please make sure you hit the like button so that others will see. Those of you that are saying, hey, why have your viewers reduced? My viewers did not reduce. Rather, my viewers went up. Maybe from the side where you are viewing is the side where you didn't have much people. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I have 828 people watching live and direct. 828. So if you have that number listening to you and you are live, it's a good one. It's a good one. So it shows that there are still Biafrans that are listening to the truth. Airborne. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke m ọ nọrọ gị n'onu, o gbuo gị pii. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbagomu Nigeria n'onu. Bandi iro Biafra n'onu. Bandi si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Anọ ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come to
like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't.
Biafra restoration has been declared. Now we must defend it. Biafrans all over the world, to support the Biafra Liberation Army, continue to go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org/tax and ipobinUSA.org/donate. The government in exile remains in place until Biafra land is completely secure. We will first expel the terrorists and remove all presence of the zoo in our land, while also pursuing the diplomatic agenda of recognition. After we have removed the zoo from our land, a transitional government will be formed and will operate openly in the homeland. PM demonstrated for us everything that we need to do to get our goal. Biafra's success comes from your consistency in execution. Continue to support our men with what you have.